Top 10 people with real-life superpowers around the world. Are real-life X-Men hiding among us? These 10 individuals with extraordinary abilities are baffling scientists, especially number 7, which left a room full of doctors speechless. And why do most of these powers seem to appear in children? Just how many unsolved mysteries are still hidden within the human race? Hello, I'm V. Today, let's take a closer look at 10 individuals with real-life superpowers. Number 10. X-ray vision. Maya from India. Maya, a young girl from India, gained widespread attention for her alleged X-ray vision. According to media reports, even when her eyes were completely covered with multiple opaque layers of cloth, sometimes tested with materials that blocked all light, she could still identify external information with incredible precision. She was able to read text on paper, identify colors, describe people's movements, and even assemble complex toys. In public experiments, journalists would randomly write notes or present objects, and Maya could accurately recount or describe the details, often performing as if she wasn't blindfolded at all. The scientific community remains divided over her case. Some researchers speculate that her abilities might be linked to the activation of the pineal gland, often referred to as a third eye, which may have an unusual sensitivity to light. However, this theory lacks empirical proof. Skeptics argue the possibility of technical trickery, like receiving cues through hidden earpieces or exploiting small visual gaps in the cloth. Yet, no evidence has been found to confirm these suspicions. Number 9. The artistic prodigy, Alida Andre. Alida Andre, born in 2007 in Australia to a family of artists, has been hailed as an abstract art prodigy. Her talent emerged before she could even walk. At just 9 months old, she crawled onto her father's canvas in a diaper and began smearing paint with her fingers, creating her first abstract piece and kick-starting her artistic journey. At age 2, one of her anonymous pieces was selected for a group exhibition in a Melbourne gallery. When her identity was revealed, it caused a media sensation, and she was dubbed the world's youngest professional artist. Alida's signature style is bold, colorful, and unconstrained. She pours, drips, and smears acrylic paints on the canvas, often incorporating feathers, toys, tree bark, and even credit cards to create richly layered cosmic and nature-themed works. Critics have described her pieces as windows into the subconscious. By age 4, she held her first solo exhibition in New York, where all her pieces sold out within 7 days, some fetching as much as $24,000 each. By 13, her annual income had exceeded millions. While some in the art world questioned the extent of parental involvement, her parents insisted they merely provided a creative environment. They also released videos documenting her independent painting process to silence critics. Today, Alida has been featured by major outlets like the New York Times and the BBC, hailed as a divine force in abstract art and a modern-day Picasso. Her exhibitions have traveled across the globe, from Hong Kong to London to St. Petersburg, making her a true phenomenon in the contemporary art scene. Number 8. Mind reading, Ramses Sanguino. Ramses Sanguino is a child who has exhibited extraordinary abilities associated with high-functioning autism. From a very early age, he demonstrated remarkable learning capabilities. By 12 months old, he could read independently. By 18 months, he had mastered the multiplication tables in both English and Spanish, as well as the periodic table. He also taught himself multiple languages, including Japanese, Arabic, and Hebrew. What drew the most attention, however, was his telepathy-like ability. In tests, where his mother wrote down random sets of numbers outside his line of sight, Ramses was often able to accurately repeat them, as if he could read her mind. While some medical experts suggest this may be linked to unique cognitive processing or heightened neuroplasticity, often found in autistic individuals, the exact mechanism remains unclear. His case has been covered by international media and has sparked wider discussions about the link between autism and untapped human potential. Number 7. Night vision, Nong Youhui from China. Nong Youhui, a boy from Dahua County in Guangxi, China, caught national attention due to a rare eye condition. At birth, his eyes appeared normal, but by the time he was 2 months old, his irises had turned bright blue. Soon, he began displaying extraordinary ability to see in the dark, earning him the nickname Night Vision Boy. According to Dr. Lu Linda, an ophthalmologist at the Guangxi Ethnic Hospital, Nong was diagnosed with congenital ocular albinism. This condition results in a lack of pigment in both the iris and retina, making his pupils appear blue and causing extreme sensitivity to bright light. he has to wear sunglasses during the day. However, this same condition allows him to adapt to low-light environments far better than the average person. Under dim light, such as moonlight or faint indoor lighting, he can navigate, read, and even catch insects with ease. However, in total darkness, his vision is similar to that of a regular person. Number 6. Human magnet, Ivan Stojkovic. Ivan Stojkovic, a boy from Croatia, drew worldwide attention for his apparent human magnet ability. Discovered when he was just 6 years old, Ivan could stick metallic objects, such as spoons and frying pans, to his body, some weighing up to 25 kilograms. In addition, Ivan claimed he could use his heating hands to relieve his grandfather's stomach pains, although he said this would leave him feeling tired afterward. The scientific community is divided on this phenomenon. Some experts suggest the skin might secrete unusually sticky substances that cause objects to adhere, similar to other documented cases, but no conclusive tests were performed on Ivan himself. Despite skepticism, his abilities earned him the nickname Magneto in the media and made him one of the most intriguing examples of unexplained human phenomena. Number 5. Total Recall, Kim Peek. Kim Peek, from Salt Lake City, Utah, was a savant with extraordinary memory abilities caused by congenital brain abnormalities. He was a real-life inspiration for the character Raymond Babbitt in the movie Rain Man Born, with agenesis of the corpus callosum and cerebellar abnormalities. Kim had poor motor coordination and limited social skills, but these impairments came with a mind-boggling gift. Kim could read 2 pages of a book simultaneously, one with each eye, and retain virtually everything he read. Over his lifetime, he memorized the contents of more than 9,000 books, spanning subjects like history, literature, geography, music, and sports. He could recall U.S. area codes, zip codes, and detailed maps with pinpoint accuracy. Scientists even nicknamed him Computer. In 2004, NASA scanned Kim's brain and found that, unlike most people, his cognitive abilities increased with age and his memory continued expanding. This challenged conventional understanding of brain aging. His life and abilities have contributed significantly to research in neuroscience, autism, and savant syndrome. Kim Peek passed away in 2009 due to a heart attack, but his legacy continues to inspire awareness of neurodiversity and human potential. Number 4. Human echolocation, Ben Underwood. Ben Underwood was a remarkable American teenager who lost his sight at the age of 3 due to retinal cancer. Despite this, he developed a unique form of echolocation to navigate the world around him. By the age of 5, Ben began making high-pitched clicking sound with his tongue and listening to the echoes that bounced back from surrounding objects. This allowed him to determine the material, distance, and direction of objects, much like dolphins and bats use sonar. Although his clicks were much lower in frequency than ultrasonic waves used by animals, the technique was so effective that Ben could ride a bicycle, play basketball, and even chase friends in the dark, all without the need for a cane or guide dog. Tragically, the cancer returned and spread to his brain and spine, leading to his death at the age of 16 in 2009. Number 3. The Girl Who Cried Crystals, Hasna Muslimani. Hasna Muslimani, a girl from Indonesia, gained attention for a mysterious and highly unusual phenomenon. Her tears would solidify into crystal-like particles resembling tiny diamonds. First noticed by her family, these crystal tears formed without any pain or injury to her eyes. Each time she cried, the process would repeat. Medical examinations revealed no abnormalities in her ocular structure or overall health, and the underlying cause remains unexplained. Some local residents speculated supernatural causes, or even believed she might be a reincarnated mermaid. Others considered the crystals valuable. While intriguing, the phenomenon has yet to be scientifically verified and may involve an extremely rare metabolic or mineral excretion condition. Number 2. Colorful crystals ejected from the toe. Siti, a woman from Malaysia, made headlines for an extraordinary physical condition in which colorful crystals periodically emerged from the skin beneath her left big toenail. Since October 2006, her toe would split open, expelling crystal-like stones resembling marbles in various colors, white, green, and pearlescent. The stones ranged in size and could appear in groups of up to 5 at a time, totaling over 100 so far. She typically experienced severe vomiting and toothaches about 10 minutes before the event. Afterward, the wound would close on its own, although larger stones sometimes needed to be manually extracted, an extremely painful process. While X-rays showed no internal anomalies, medical experts were divided. Some suggested a link to gout-related crystal formation, though her age and lack of symptoms challenged this idea. Others dismissed it as biologically implausible, comparing to an urban legend or suspecting deception, as stones typically form in organs like the kidneys or gallbladder, not toes. Number 1. Alani Santos, the Healing Hands Girl. Alani Santos, an 8-year-old girl from Brazil, attracted national attention after claiming to possess divine healing powers. According to her, she could channel the energy of Jesus to heal people suffering from terminal illnesses such as cancer and AIDS. Her father, a pastor at a church in Sao Gonçalo, referred to her as a little missionary and regularly brought her to healing sessions held twice a week. During these sessions, Alani would place her hands on people's heads or afflicted areas while praying. Some attendees reported falling to ground, feeling their pain ease, or even regaining mobility. For example, a man living with AIDS for 7 years reportedly collapsed after a touch, and a woman who walked with a cane briefly stood unaided after Alani touched her leg. Alani maintained that the key was prayer and witnessing miracles through God. Although her father collected testimonies from people who claimed to be healed, there is no scientific evidence supporting the effectiveness of her treatments. The church accepts volunteer donations after the sessions, sells protective charms, and even offers remote healing services online. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.